You know, I had my very own Discord server. You could get a job, make money, and speak to me, Rocks. Just click the link in the description and join the pack today. Hey besties, sorry for I stopped recording. I just kind of forgot, okay? Leave me alone.
And for bizarre reasons, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Alright, let's dive in. On number 10 we have exploding gum.
I want exploding gum. You know how fun that would be? I'd be able to conquer the world with that. That should be a legal thing.
Candy companies are desperately trying to come up with something new every season, and with a new ray of hope for their sales to skyrocket. One such incident was when a Ukrainian chemistry student in the year 2009, after he supercharged his bubblegum that had devastating results. He liked to increase the
I thought gum was supposed to make your breath smell better, you stank-ass breath-having little children.
Sour taste of his favorite brand, so he would often dip it into citric acid before chewing.
I can't explain how much I really love sour candy.
Soon one day, he used the wrong powder and instead dipped it into explosives. All it took was one chew and his gum exploded in his mouth. Most of the lower part of his face was blown to pieces, and he
dumbass. That's what you get for not paying attention, you donkey. Retard.
Died soon after. This insane recipe is off the hook and won't be reaching any of the candy shops anytime soon. Number 9. Roadkill Gummy Candy.
Don't know why, but I think all kids had trolleys before.
There are different kinds of gummy candy available in the stores. In the year 2004, Kraft thought that they had come up with the idea which would stand out among all the gummy candy. Each one of them was made in the shape of chickens, squirrels, and snakes with the marks of tire tracks on them. They ended production of the treats by the following year due to a series of campaigns by animal activists who claimed that they were promoting the idea of injuring animals.
First off, this sounds like something the vegan teacher would complain about. And crows and turkeys, this is how they get their food, so I don't really see the problem with this.
Further added that the product sent a message to children that it was okay to harm animals. Kraft was forced to rethink and relent their strategy. Number 8. Candy cigarettes.
I love when my dad and my sister, aka Radio, took us to this little corner store or model shop place. He would always get us these like cigarette candies with like sugar or something. I don't know.
The name suggests they resembled a box of cigarettes that were made from sugar gum or chocolate that was wrapped in paper in a pack. They first began to be sold in the late 1800s. Some of its varieties even included powdered sugar that you could blow through the candy stick to simulate the smoke. They began to be seen as a way to desensitize children to the idea of smoking. However, and for a time, cigarette manufacturers even helped with the production of the candy and allowed their branding to be used on the packets. The medical organizations became more aware of the dangers of smoking. These collabs became less common, and hence the products have been banned in almost every other country around
Everyone smoked Smarties as a kid.
the world, apart from the US and Canada. Studies had shown that a percentage of smokers who had candy cigarettes when they were younger was higher than the people who didn't smoke. So the link between the two has been proved to be significant. What seems like an innocent children's treat is probably responsible for the most deaths of any candy ever.
Something I always want to try were they're like the gum cigarette candies with the like sugar powder. Then you like blow it and the sugar comes out. I always want to try one of those. They look really cool and yummy.
And it's no surprise that scarce places now allow these to be sold. Number 7. Free candy. Who doesn't like things
Who the fuck don't want free candy?
that are free of cost? We all run to the shops when we hear about big sales or discounts in the markets. Who are we kidding? Free candy is one of those candies which are free, duh, but in Madrid, Spain, the tradition of giving sweet treats for free has been banned.
So, we're gonna act like Halloween doesn't exist anymore?
On the 5th of January every year, towns across the country hold a Christmas parade called Caligad de Deus, which sees 3 wise men greeting children before handing out gifts. These men are taken through the streets to a church in a carriage, and part of the tradition involves throwing candy from the carriage into the crowds. However, it has led to several injuries as children scramble to collect what they can, and something unfortunate happened in the year 2013. A 6-year-old boy, Malego, was killed when he went into the street to collect some candy and was hit by the carriage.
What the fuck do you guys think was going to happen? Those cars, they're in the street, they're going to get hit.
Happening again. And children in the region will have to resort to getting their candy the same way as the rest of us, by annoying their parents until they come around. Number 6. Hippie Sippy. The 60s were the most experimental times of all. Probably that's the only explanation for how a product like Hippie Sippy ever made it to the market eventually. They consisted of multicolored chocolate balls contained with a vial, and to get them, you had to suck through the needle. The similarities to drug use were
Really? A needle? No, I'm not giving my kid that. Like, here, really, have this candy that you could possibly stab your throat open. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. That's a dangerous candy that obviously has to get off the market.
Accidental, but were in fact the whole point of this candy. They were designed to replicate hippie drug culture, with the needle and syringe being associated with heroin use, and colored balls representing uppers and downers. To make things even worse, they came up with slogans that say, "I'll try anything," and "We sell happiness." Needless to say, they were pulled from the shelves less than a year after being released, as they were spreading the wrong message to the children: using drugs is fun. So this could have potentially been one of the most dangerous products ever to have been developed.
Oh, flying shit. This is dangerous. What if you just stab your tongue in half? I would use that to stab people, honestly. Just use that as a little weapon no one would ever expect it.
Number 5. Kinder Eggs. Kinder Eggs and Wonder Balls are one of the candies that are the dearest to all children, and some adults too, if we're being honest. The specialty of these candies was that they came with a plastic toy to play with, once all the sugary goodness is gone. Kinder is available worldwide. Each Kinder Egg contains a collectible toy to assemble, but it has been banned in the US for a long time. It was due to a law passed in the 1930s that strictly prohibits non-nutritive objects from being placed inside any type of food. The major concern was that some people wouldn't be aware that there was something in the treat that can't be eaten, and it would lead to a serious choking hazard. While this may seem like an overzealous lawmaking, the concern isn't completely insane. In the year 2016, a 3-year-old girl in France died after choking on a toy in a Kinder Egg.
Why is it always the kids that are dying on these little...
There have been several instances where injuries have happened because of swallowing the plastic figurines. Despite several desperate attempts to bring the candies back to the US, it looks like the ban is here to stay. Number 4. Haribo sugar-free gummy bears.
I love gummy bears. I always love Haribos.
Haribo is one of the world's most popular candy brands. But despite making plenty of products that kids and grown-ups love, they hadn't always gotten things right. In 2014, their sugar-free gummy bears gained major attention, mainly because of the side effects experienced by the people who ate them in large quantities. This was because of the replacement of sugar, like glycosine, a substance that's almost as sweet as sugar but contains half the calories. Its main ingredients are maltitol, sugar alcohol, and our bodies can't fully digest these. If it's present in high quantities, it can start to ferment in our stomach. Because of this, Amazon reviews were rather detailed, with some calling it napalm and saying that it caused intestinal distress. Number 3. Toxic Waste Chewbar. The
I always want to try toxic waste.
specialty of the Toxic Waste Chewbar was in its extreme sourness, and it was trendy. But there was one other similar product called Toxic Waste Nuclear Sludge Chewbar that was banned in 2011. It had originally been launched in 2007, but there was serious concern about the ingredients used to make the candy. The company's factory in Pakistan and the following test, the FDA revealed that they had detected significant levels of lead within the chew bars to a level that could be potentially harmful to small children, infants, and pregnant women.
Why the hell are you giving your baby sour candies, you meanies, you dumbasses?
The regulation requires lead levels to be below 0.1 parts per million, but the bars were found to have at least 3 times the required lead levels. Hence, they were removed from the stores, and they are gone for good. Number 2. Lucas Mexican Candy.
Lucas is the best Mexican candy by far. I don't care what anybody says.
It was one of the most in-demand products around the world from South America. Lucas Mexican candy was controversial from the very beginning. The candy was sold in a shaker container that children could use to shake it into their mouths. Some were seen shaking the powder onto the table, arranging it into a line, and then sniffing it, which
Cocaine and drinking with your friends. Betty, come get your child, dog. The fuck you got going on over there?
immediately worried people about the similarity to drug use. Lucas claimed that this resulted from using the product wrong, and then it was designed to be lightly sprinkled on fruit to make it taste better. But later, when their test
I got salt instead and then poured a whole bunch of it on my
showed him,
mouth.
they found that they had twice the amount of lead that is to be allowed. Hence, they were immediately banned by the regulators. Finally, on number 1, we have Lollis Pipe.
Hey, yo, what? I'm not the only one who thought that was some kind of illegal substance. That did not look like no...
Lollis Pipe was available in a wide range of flavors, and it was inevitable that kids would get their hands on them.
You put the word lolly in it. What did you expect?
They were never intended to be sold to children. Made from candy, these were designed for smoking certain substances, and one of their marketing claims that they were flame
I fucking knew it. And y'all thought I was joking?
proof, so they could be used time and time again. They became really popular with smokers, but they were believed to encourage children to try out what they were designed for, promoting drug use by underage people. The pipe was banned thereby in every 7-Eleven store in Indiana, following complaints by parent groups.
Okay, everyone, that's going to be it for today. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'm sorry I haven't been posting. I love all of you. Hope you have a blessed day, and make sure you join the Discord link in the description. Bye, besties.